is the developer update for March 13th, 2025. Welcome to the developer update for March 13th, 2025. Today's featured world is Far Citizen Elite Mining by KitKat. Announcements. Space Jam is ongoing. Space Jam 2 is live. This World Jam, hosted by the National Space Society of Australia, is an opportunity for world creators to make a VRChat world fitting to the chosen theme. All entries will be featured in a world row, and there are monetary prizes for the winners. Check out our blog posts to learn more. As a note, the blog post now has a Japanese version at the bottom. I'm going to open my drink before I forget, because knowing my luck, I'm going to open it and not mute myself. Is an open beta. Yep, the next patch is currently in open beta. It's big. Here are the highlights, or some highlights. Includes a handful of new features. Camera dolly. This has been in beta for a hot second. However, we will now be going out with this release. You can read more about the camera dolly here. This is a VRC Plus feature. Camera drone. An all-new feature. The camera drone is a fully functional drone that you can fly with in VRChat. You can use it as an additional recording tool, or you can simply fly around with your friends. This is also a VRC Plus feature. We're underselling it a bit. It's seriously cool. Go try it. Also, keep reading for some cool soon to come things for camera drone in development updates section. Selfie expression. Desktop users have long been plagued with appearing stiff and having frozen arms. No longer. We are pleased to announce that we are releasing an exciting new feature into early access for VRC Plus. Selfie expression on desktop. Read more about this feature in the development update section. Expanding on that a little bit, the selfie expression, from my understanding, uses the face tracking that Android has, where it can use your smartphone's camera to have rudimentary face tracking and head rotation, but on desktop it extends to where you can actually move your arms around. Instance settings. Instance creators can now choose to enable or disable a bunch of features. This includes emojis, stickers, sharing pedestals, prints, and drones. These can be adjusted on the fly after an instance has been created. If they are disabled while content is in the world, that content will be removed. For example, if there are prints or stickers in the world and you disable them, they will be removed from the world. A redesigned safety setting shield menu. No longer is it on its own constrained tab, but instead it is now under settings and more. Seriously, this is a big one with lots of really cool changes. Go check out the full notes here. SDK 3.7.6 is live. We released SDK 3.7.6. This version of the SDK adds the ability to build and publish worlds and avatars to multiple platforms at once. I'm curious to check that out. We discussed this in the previous dev update, but hey, we're also working on a follow-up to that. We're hoping to bring a few additional changes in. Specifically, we'd like to add per platform avatar overrides when doing multiple platform builds answers my question then. For example, if you have an Android and PC version of an avatar, you can tell the SDK to use the PC version while building the PC version, or building for PC, and then use a separate version for building for Android. Here's what it looks like. What's a video? Oh, that's neat. So you can select multiple avatars within the create and upload thing. That's pretty nice. The reason that I was looking for something like that when they announced that they were adding the ability to upload from multiple platforms is because my window, like any of my avatars that I use, like if it's my Nova Beast, Renu, something else, look different on PC compared to Android just because of the limitations for mobile content. We've also fixed a long-standing bug that caused a failed build to upload previously built version to the previously built version, which could sometimes lead to PC bundle being uploaded for Android, leading to an all-pink world. Development updates. World SDK errors fixed. If you're a world developer, you've probably seen these guys before. That is some sort of package error. Yep, they're always been there. Even though they don't do anything, we fixed them. You should no longer see these in your project. Debugging completionists rejoice. More selfie expression. As mentioned in the 2025.1.3 open beta note above. For desktop feature users, this experimental feature can use your webcam to animate the head, hands, and fingers of your avatar. It will even add facial expressions through Viseams and eye movements via our existing iLook SDK. To enable this, go to your main menu, Settings, Tracking and IK, and click on Enable Selfie Expression. By default, the expression quality will be automatically adjusted to minimize impact on system performance. If system performance is too low, the selfie expression feature will shut off automatically. The face mirror will be turned on by default when selfie expression is enabled, but can be manually turned off in the action menu. Note, this feature launch has no impact on face tracking through OSC. Users will still be able to use external face tracking solutions. Come, be one of the first to try this out. Here's to giving desktop users more expressiveness. More on the camera drone. The camera drone is awesome. You have to play around with it to really get its true power behind it. Once you do, we think you might end up falling in love with flying. But what if you already love in flying? Well, if you're an FPV enthusiast, we've got some news for you. Camera drone won't be initially shipping with an official method of connecting to an IRL FPV radio, but it might be possible that you can get it calibrated via Steam input, Steam settings, controller, begin setup. Based on our very limited testing, this appears to not work very well due to uncentered throttle confusing Steam's calibration process. So we are working on a separate system that bypasses Steam input and reads input directly through legacy methods. The method will be hidden away in a config file under local app data %low VRChat, but we'll make sure that it has a detailed documentation with step-by-step instructions to help you get up and running. There's then a photo showing stuff about joysticks. Instance settings. Alongside the new drone feature, we're preparing a new interface for instance creators in the VRChat that aims to get more control over what type of features can and cannot be used in instances. When creating a new instance, you will see a new step in the instance creation window that allows you to control whether or not users in your instance will be able to use various features. As the preview below shows, this will initially support controlling the use of emojis, stickers, sharing pedestals, prints, and drones inside your instance. We may expand on this list further in the future. And then it shows the checklist for that. Depending on the instance type, you can change these settings after you've joined your instance too. If you open the quick menu and navigate to the Gear tab, you'll see a variety of buttons for each of these features to let you turn them on and off on the fly. Everyone will be able to see which features are enabled in the Here tab, but only certain users in the instance will be allowed to change them. If this is a group instance, the instance settings will only be editable by the group members that have moderate group instance permissions for that group. If this is a public instance not owned by a group, no one will be able to change the instance settings. They will always follow the default set by the creator of the world the instance is set in. For any other kind of instance, the instance settings will only be editable by the creator of the instance. Finally, if you're a world creator, you can control which features are allowed in your world by default by editing your world via the website. Previously, this just affected whether stickers could be used, but now it's being expanded to match the new client settings as shown above. Keep in mind that the instance creators can still change these for specific instances unless it's a non-group public instance. Avatar scaling, emojis enabled, stickers, sharing pedestals, prints, drone, and focus view. I wonder what focus view is. Instance settings are currently in open beta and still under development. The above details may change before full release. Stream audio entering open beta soon. I thought that's been in like a beta channel that hasn't been accessible for like 4 years. Stream audio entering open beta soon. Wait, really? Are you sure? Guys, this is real team. Hello. Yes, you read that right. But like, chill for a second because while stream audio is coming to open beta soon, we need to be clear about what we mean by that. So from the top, currently VRChat uses ONSP as our audio spatializer. We're looking to replace it with stream audio due to a number of engineering challenges that have occurred over the years, as well as stream audio's ability to support additional platforms. On top of that, stream audio has also some additional features we'd like to add to VRChat, although those won't be included as predicted earlier. Upcoming open beta. As many users are aware, there's been a behind-the-scenes beta of the Steam audio going on for a long time. As you can imagine, audio takes quite a bit of time to get right. We're getting very close to moving that to open beta, however, with the main focus being ensuring that things work for current content within certain reasonable frame of comparison. We want to try to avoid creators having to re-author content they've been building using ONSP. Perfection isn't a reasonable aim here, but we would like to get as close as we can. Keep in mind, to some extent, there will be differences that folks notice, both positive and negative. That's the nature of switching to an audio spatializer. Finally, and this is important, we are mostly simply looking to replace our basic functionality via stream audio, while Steam audio does potentially bring a lot of really exciting features. It's likely it'll be some time before these pop up, if at all. Once again, the focus right now is content compatibility. Okay, that's all for now. See you in 2 weeks. That's the 27th. A bunch of people are excited about the Steam audio. Can't believe how fortunate I am to see this in my lifetime. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm hoping that the what do you call it? The multi-SDK thing does work as well as I would hope, because it definitely would make it a lot easier if I'm like 99% or like more than half the time I end up editing my avatar in VRChat and having to like upload it to PC and then switch and then upload again and then like keep going through that, especially trying to use like VR controllers rather than mouse and keyboard. It would just make it a lot easier in my opinion. But that's the end of the reading with that. I wonder when the last time Steam audio was mentioned, because yeah, it's been like in beta for 4 or 5 years at this